Hi, I'm Terra Costa Howard, and I'm proud to be the state representative of the 48th District. I'm running for re-election. When you elected me in 2018, you sent a clear message across our district that you were looking for change, somebody who was independent. You were tired of 4 years of dysfunction under the Rauner administration and 736 days without a budget that decimated our public services. Well, in 2019, when I went down to Springfield, we made those changes. We passed a balanced budget, we paid our backlog of bills, and we invested in critical infrastructure. And we told Illinois women, we trust you to make your own healthcare decision. I'm proud of that work, and I look forward to hopefully continuing that work during the next session. In 2020, COVID hit, and as you can imagine, everything changed. But we as legislators and leaders in the state of Illinois, we focus on how to deal with that crisis. We made sure that people were protected. We helped our small business owners, our renters, our homeowners to make sure that they have the resources they need to pay their bills, but also to try to bring our economy back online. And we have done just that. As you've heard, there is an amendment question on the ballot this year, an initiative called the Fair Tax Amendment. And I guess what I would say to you is 94% of the people in the 48th District will actually receive either a reduction or they will be held harmless at their income tax level. 94% of the people of the 48th District will receive either a lower income tax or no change in their income tax. Now, I'm sure you've already seen all of the scary ads on TV warning people of what will happen if this passes. But let's be honest, they're just that. They're scare tactics. They're not true. There's no data that suggests that people will start fleeing the state of Illinois if the fair tax passes. The question that I have is, what are your priorities? Because we need to be looking at fair tax from the perspective of, is it fair that our minimum wage workers, many of whom are entrusted to take care of our most needy residents, paying the same amount of tax percentage as some of our wealthiest people in the state of Illinois? What is your priority? Because I know what mine is. But we need to address our fiscal responsibilities with the responsibilities that we have to help people across the state of Illinois. One of the ways that we can do that is, again, to restructure how our budget process works. We want to make sure that, yes, we pay our backlog of bills, we make our pension payment, and we make that public education payment that is required by the equity-based funding formula. We have to do that. It's a must. But after that point, then, we need to really make sure that we are setting the priorities for everyone across the state. I am proud that I am considered a 100% environmental legislator. What that means is that my name is on as a sponsor of every single piece of critical environmental legislation that we had filed in the House. And I'm proud to be a sponsor of CJA. It is critical for us to pass the Clean Energy Jobs Act to protect our environment. Ethics is really about trust, and people need to trust their elected officials. As you know, I was the first suburban legislator to come out and say that Speaker Madigan needed to resign as the leader of our caucus and needs to resign as the leader of the Democratic Party of Illinois. Ethics reform begins at the polling place. The most important thing that we can do is elect ethical legislators, those without conflicts of interest. We also can do that by passing fair map legislation. I was the sponsor of the Fair Map Amendment in the House because I believe that a nonpartisan committee should be drawing our legislative districts. People should choose their representatives, not the politicians. The 2020 election is a cycle like no other. It's not only what's happening on the national stage, but everything is local this year. We as candidates are having a unique time trying to make sure that we're reaching our voters. But I'm confident that you're willing to take the time to learn a little bit more about me. because I can tell you, I'm very proud of my voting record. I'm proud of the things that I supported, that I sponsored, and even the things that I didn't vote for are because I listened to the people of the 48th district. See, I represent the people and the community of the 48, not a party and not an ideology. Thank you for placing your trust in me these past 2 years. I hope that I can continue to earn your vote, but most importantly, your trust. Thank you.